We spoke about it a while back, I remember, and you were like, oh, I'm writing this thing, and I was like, oh, cool, see if it happens. And it happened, and then you were like, I think you should audition, and I went for it, and here I am.
I knew Callum of all the cast first and foremost, so I think either he put it on his Instagram or he might have even mentioned it to me at uni.
I mean, I read the kind of the brief of the characters, and I didn't know the plot. I think you kind of given me it's a sci-fi thriller.
It was kind of mid-pandemic. It was done over Zoom, and I was just in my bedroom in my parents' house.
It had been a few months since I'd kind of acted properly, and I wanted to do something that I thought would be fun.
And I remember when I first got the script, I remember thinking, yeah, this is my kind of thing. I love horror, I love mystery, I love something that's a little bit spooky. I love the unknown of it.
I think when I first read through the character descriptions, I initially did look immediately to Ruby. Also knowing that she was going to be portraying the creature was kind of like, ooh, that'll be fun. I'm sure that'll be fun more than anything else. But I remember being in my flat and recording the audition clips.
Hello, I'm Mila Rost, I'm 19, and I'm going to be doing the Kill Bill extract.
One of the biggest things that we were looking for when we were casting was the dynamic between the duo Tyler and Ed.
I remember that first time that I met with both of you and Jack over Zoom, and it was just fun reading it with someone else, especially someone who was as fun and creative as Jack is.
We saw her sister alive and well, stabbing the shit out of someone, 2 hours ago?
Do you know how insensitive that sounds?
No, I don't give a fuck if it's insensitive. It's true.
Oh, yeah, Ed, you're right, actually. Let's just stroll in there. Hi, Sophie. We saw your dead sister reincarnated as a psychopath a few hours ago. We lied to the police about it and are worried that said psychopath might try and come and find us. By the way, would you like any biscuits?
Fine. What are we going to do?
So it really got me excited, yeah.
Obviously, I wasn't entirely sure about the creature's sort of relevance and significance in the plot until the callback when I had to read the Doctor Who script. What was the character?
It was Jeremy Baines.
Yeah, it was Baines.
So, Baines, am I to gather that some practical joke has gone out of hand? And who are these friends of yours, Baines, in fancy dress?
Do you like them, Mr. Phillips? I made them myself. I'm ever so good at science, sir. Look, fashioned in the shape of straw men. My own private army, sir. It's ever so good, sir.
And then I recognised the script when I saw it and I was like, oh, it's this realm of creepy. Okay, I got you. I'm into it. I'm interested.
What do you know of history, sir? What do you know of next year?
You're not making sense, Baines.
1914, sir. Because the family has travelled far and wide looking for Mr. Smith, and oh, the things we have seen.
I think that was almost like an icing on the cake, to be honest. I was like, I'm really intrigued to play this under your skin character.
Although it was a different way of working, I felt like the people who we cast really brought their best to the role that they were auditioning for, and brought, unique choices that maybe we hadn't seen or considered before.
I think what sold me, because I love Hot Fuzz and like the Cornetto trilogy, I love Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, and you said that you were basing the character, well not, but like that was your inspiration.
What helped with us all getting along was the very first read through, because we had a little bit of, no one really knew each other. We were still in the sort of, hi, this is my name, I do this, I'm this years old.
The first time we did the read through, there was like we get on, this is nice.
As the casters, you did a lovely job of just collecting a group of people who were just very socially compatible. As like on-screen chemistry, I suppose, is quite important too. Or maybe you just know good people. I guess you just know good people.
Just know good people. I mean,
good job, honestly.
I think at the beginning it was we were still finding the characters in some places, and then I think when we did some rehearsals, and that definitely helped us.
Just because it was getting back into it and getting the first kind of feel of the script, kind of seeing people's scenes. Because you can read something and then it can kind of be done and you think, oh, okay, that's completely different to how I read it, or completely different feel to how I thought it would be, which is always interesting.
We established like our backstories as well. Like we could kind of implement parts of ourselves into our characters, and that was what was really nice about the process that we did with you guys, was that you kind of let us choose how we played our characters and what we could put into them, and then we took ourselves and put them in, and that, like, again, it just helped so much.
So the first day that I was on set, we were shooting at the BAA offices, and it was a scene between scenes between Genevieve and Michael at the police station, and it was a fairly challenging shoot because it was in a really closed space. It was this really small office that we had to shoot in, and we had to black out all the windows.
James, how is our window situation? Welcome to In Plain Sight, where
how to stay cool. Camera department.
You know what I should do? I have a little USB fan you can just plug into a power bank.
Do you actually?
So it got very hot and a bit stressful at times.
I feel like Logan Paul. I've got a guy with a handhold following me.
Is there so much dust coming up?
This is Aaron's as well.
You got a dusty roll.
Right, mug number 1 incoming.
Mug number 1.
Knocked him off.
Yeah, that's yourself, Callum. What about the prop?
Background looks flat, it's not bothering me, I can't fucking lie. He's got a white shirt on a white background. Yeah, produce the background. Callum,
background PA.
Callum, can we find a new background, please?
You get a counter in.
That's gonna be In Plain Sight, shot 1, scene B16, wet rehearsal. Camera set. Yeah. Action. You get coffee stains out of coffee.
Do I look like a laundrette? Where are we with the CCTV from earlier?
Well, the IT guys are still going through the footage. They reckon they might be able to get an ident on the killer, but it'll be fuzzy up there.
Yes, there was a challenge that I faced on the first shoot day for me, which was when we were in the office and I'd completely taken a direction note the wrong way, or I misheard it. I don't know what happened, but I have to say the line above your pay grade, and I kept saying it down the lens, and everyone was like, why are you doing that? And you guys thought I was being funny, but I thought that's what I was meant to do. And then I was like, that is so like silly. What did I keep doing that? Obviously you don't want me to do that. So
Roll in.
Mark it.
Camera B, In Plain Sight, shot 3, scene B16, take 3. Set.
Action.
I've missed. Never.
Who is it?
Above your pay. Is that it?
Yeah, the adults are working.
Fine, I won't help next time.
Yes, please.
That first night in the pub was pretty memorable, I guess, because it was like, I definitely remember I came in and I saw the gear that you guys have got, and like, I was like, oh shit, this is professional, this is sick, I'm here for this.
We have our camera village set up and ready to go, scripts and notes. And we have production assistant Tom.
Script supervisor.
Script supervisor.
Being in the pub was so fun. Like working in the pub, like the first scene that I ever filmed in was in the pub with Jack and Nick. And it was just so cool. Like I'd never really been on screen before, and the first scene I'm doing is shooting like a montage bit with cleaning glasses and all of this stuff. And I remember being like, oh, this is quite Cornetto trilogy type filming, and it's really like quick and just clever.
In plain sight, shot 1, scene A2, take 4, camera A.
Honestly, we appreciate you trying. Do we? I only thought it, she actually said it.
How's it going?
No, it's not too bad. I messed up the first take, but I think we're doing all right since then. So, I think take 3 now. We're a little behind schedule, but the shots are amazing, so we're working on it.
Creepy whispering in the do a rig rundown. Yeah, look at this. So we got move the camera. It's alright. We got Cine Eye, we got a camera, we got a lens, and we got the MVP of the show. Come around and see him. Big Alan.
Can't forget though, our power source.
Yeah, look at that. Taped on. It's beautiful stuff, really. I love it.
Our cast are amazing.
Our cast are really good. They nailed it basically the first time. It's all the annoying logistical stuff that's getting in the way.
Yeah, it's a little bit slow at the moment, but we're getting there and we're all on top of things. So yeah, positive vibes.
Incredibly positive vibes.
The first time I got to be on set, which was literally for the night shoot, and that being my first night shoot and my first time like being with everyone involved in this project. And I think just that moment of like happiness and realization, gosh, like I get to do this of my life.
There you go, Alan. Nice and safe for your drive home, are you? You safe and secure, Tim?
Yeah, safe and secure.
There you go, kids. We'll wear your seatbelts. Important.
I'll never be too old to appreciate a live camera feed which I'm on. I dance through frame every time, and it's brilliant. Site shot 1, scene B17, take 2, camera A, MOS.
Action.
I think at the beginning I felt it was a bit daunting in the sense that I think this is like a larger scale, this is a larger scale project to the other ones I've done. And then like I barely knew anybody. I didn't know Callum that well either. But everyone was just so welcoming, and I just straight away felt so happy. And yeah, I kept repeating to Callum, especially on the first night show, I was like, dude, thank you so much for having me on board. Like, I'm so happy.
Look at the sunrise.
We've all gone a bit crazy now that we're not shooting. The filming never ends.
Never.
Can't film this though. You can't film this. We've been told we're not allowed to show this. The shopping, the record, we didn't steal it, someone else did.
It was.
We're just giving it more use. I promise we'll return it even though we didn't steal it.
Action.
One of the main locations that we shot a lot of our content at was a flat which was kindly given to us to use for the filming period by Hannah Lewis, who was also part of our production crew, where a lot of the intense dialogue scenes happen between the two, and also with Sophie as well. In total, I think we did about 5 or 6 shoot days there, and they were long days as well. One of the biggest challenges was that it was quite a small location that we were working in, and with probably about 15 people on set across cast and crew in this tiny location. Hannah has a cat called Luna, who was a lovely addition to our film days. The main living room space, which was where we did pretty much all of the filming, because that was already filled with a lot of crew members who were squeezing to the sides of the room to make sure that they weren't in the way. We moved Video Village to the spare room, which was great. There was a big monitor there that was connected to the camera so that we could see everything that was going on, and the execs would sit there and just basically watch everything that was going on so that they were still part of the action, basically.
Action.
We had that the first day we had the police cars when we were at Yateley Village Hall. So this was the first crime scene, is it?
Yeah.
And we had these police cars on set, and it's the first time we've worked with that sort of thing, with having that much practical light on set, which we could integrate into frame.
Just silhouetted everyone with it, didn't you?
Yeah,
it's pretty easy.
I remember we were shooting head height at the characters into the cars, like head on. So the cars were behind, the characters were there, and then we dropped the camera down because there's a point where they crouch down, and then looked up into the headlights with the faces there. And
I mean, all we added was like a couple of panels for like work lights was the motivation.
I remember we just turned to each other
we were like,
and just went,
"That's worked."
Damn.
that's nice.
Dead person.
Yeah. He's got a name. And it's James. Hey. James, is this living up to all your expectations? Super senior. We're just trying to work out like whether or not we should have blood in my mouth or not.
Fine, okay.
The likelihood is you would have coughed it up.
Yeah, that's true.
You happy? Right, let's move on then, shall we?
Let's get the prep. So basically what we can do is same setup. As we call action, could you guys just do your last line of dialogue, crouch down at the ends, and that little bit of improv we left you running on at the ends. Just let's cover that because that was lovely. James, you okay? Do you need a second under the thing? You're all good. All right.
You
Thank
okay,
you.
Tom?
Thank you for powering through, sir.
We've got everything we need. So yes, but the investigation is still ongoing. So keep quiet. It's Holt Pound, I think, because it felt so massive, and obviously we were like rushing up against time. It was like we had the drone out, and it was like the rain was coming down, and it was just really thrilling the whole time. And like we had all the extras with us, and I think there was just something really exciting about it because it was so secluded, and we were just loads of us just in this random field with like police cars and sirens and stuff, and
that stuff happens, then I wouldn't be so hard.
Is that? Give it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn it up.
Oh yeah.
We were just messing around in a police car with the lights on. It was jokes. But it was a cool location as well. It felt like when you guys had dressed it up for all of the forensic stuff as well. We were obviously in the video village, but that was you guys smashed that. It looked so good.
I think it's interesting for us because we hate Holt Pound.
I was thinking.
I can tell you, like, the crew despise Holt Pound.
Like, we hate Holt Pound so much. And it's funny because Jack said the same thing about Holt Pound.
Oh, really?
At the car park in Bracknell, we needed to make it seem as if the car was moving because we were shooting from like the inside of the car. So I think it was both Genevieve and Michael in the car. And basically me and I think it was Ed or me and Johnny, I can't remember which ones, we had to basically run back and forth with a big fuck off light in our hands, kind of go like whoosh in front of the windows. So it looked like the car was moving and like rushing past streetlights.
Just starting our night shoot where Finch drives the car away. And we've got a nice visitor playing some rather loud music. It is actually. It's her favourite tune.
And we had to shoot the car, which was supposed to be a police detective car, right? sort of zipping away from the car park. And I decided to get into the car with Dan as he was driving the car away from the car park. And he just kind of floored the accelerator, and I thought I was gonna die.
I'm standing in for Ed. I just want to clarify that these knives are made of foam. Yeah. They are not sharp in any way, shape or form.
Yep. I'm standing in for Ed.
Ed's standing in for
Ed's
Ed.
standing in for Ed. So all I've got to do is take hold of the arm of the creature,
Yeah.
and then get thrown off and exit stage. You've got a line there. Oh yes, I'll come back down and say, kill it now.
True. You had anxious, nervous, worried at all, you know?
I think you're going very anxious.
Okay,
Very
yes,
anxious, worried.
yes.
Desperation is creeping in.
And camera rolling and action.
A lot of the fighting scenes and the sort of process of learning how to do that on screen was really cool. Like, it was something that I'm not gonna forget. It involved sort of like, obviously with safety and everything, sort of tackling and kind of dodging and slashing with a knife, and it was just all very fast paced, and I just thought that was really sort of exhilarating and interesting because I hadn't ever participated in anything like that before.
And also doing the fight work, yeah, with Luke. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing that because it's not something that I've done properly, I would say. I felt like he was really professional with it. I mean, it's his job, and it's something, it was like, oh my God, yeah, I get like extra lessons in this, and I really, really want to do more stage combat.
G, anything to say about In Plain Sight?
I have many documents in my folder of magic.
They look very official.
Very official indeed.
Do you like official things?
I love official things. I love being organised. I love having a colourful,
it
bright
shows.
folder.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah. G has a folder and I have this.
There were quite a few occasions where the night shoots were back to back, and there was a particular weekend where this happened. The first night shoot was the second shoot at Yateley Village Hall, and then the second shoot at Holt Pound.
That's what I do. Sometimes I just get
waiting to catch him doing some coke.
This is for the film. Yeah. I love how Mila, like, she has blood on her face, but yeah, she's just like.
Outside the village hall, when there's a sort of close shot of me looking angry, and they Naruto run away from the camera.
Move.
And I'm not allowed to break character, so I'm sort of like, how dare you?
This is going in the behind the scenes film. It's too beautiful.
I think I remember I got about 3 hours sleep across the two shoots.
Exactly the same as you guys did before. Yeah. The next shot after that will be the phone that will be placed here. You guys
The second shoot that we did across this weekend was at Holt Pound. It was extremely cold. Although we were shooting in summer, we were outside. It was like literally in the like middle of the night.
What time is it?
It's 20 to 4 in the morning.
Cold time. It's cold time. How do we feel?
Cold. Yeah, cold. I'm
literally shaking. I'm shivering. Jesus.
You don't have the DOP arm.
Where's Tim when we need him?
Yeah.
The other thing that was really working against us was time as well, because obviously during the summer, the sun rises a lot quicker, and we still had Mila's death to shoot, her dead body.
I think the hardest shoot was definitely the one we did in the forest with Ruby's like death, like when she was lying on the ground and in the buddy bag, and we had to like place all like the gelatine on her and all the fake blood.
Oh, Mila.
It's cold.
It is cold.
This is very cold. Yeah.
I just felt Mila's like.
It's actually veggie gelatin.
We were really, really anxious to make sure we got the shot that we were wanting and to get it looking the right way that we were hoping for, but also to get wrapped quickly because for continuity, the lighting was changing rapidly. We managed to do it, but it was very tight on time.
Sophie? Sophie? Why don't we just... Oh. Well, no, it's open. Is it not? Hey, wait. Also, Sophie must be pissed. Hey, Barry? We cut that, cheers, guys. Let me just check a few things in the script.
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun.
Do you both enjoy life?
Do we both enjoy life?
Yes.
That looks ominously to Jack.
I mean, yeah. You could say yes.
You could.
For the BTS.
Anyone could say yes.
This is true. It's fine.
So we're in between takes at the moment, and Callum just invited us inside, but we politely declined because we've got some entertainment out here. We're watching the Battle of the Champions, Spider v Wasp thing. The Wasp is putting up a good fight, but we're thinking the Spider's gonna win. / may have already won.
Oh, really in this is the fight of the century. I'm amazed. This is bigger than any boxer.
This is bigger than Tokyo 2020, I can tell you that.
Damn right.
All the meanwhile we're being watched.
We're being watched, and we have had to explain to the camera that we're not being weird.
Oh my god, I missed it. Right, okay.
With all these cakes.
Look at all those chickens.
We've been eating these. Lovely spread. Made out by someone.
Should we go home?
Yes. We're going home. Good night.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Ciao for now.
Bye. Well done. Bye.
So you got your comment. You got your jackets.
Was there anything else?
Bye.
Bye bye.
Excuse me? No, I mean, look, we came here to hide, right?
Yeah.
Well, why don't we lay a trap?
Yeah.
Well, Tommy, you said it yourself. This thing can't be any stronger than a normal person.
Whoa, who is it?
It's one director of two.
Oh my god, so it's One Direction.
Oh, yes, we got some BTS.
Oh.
Behind the scenes of behind the scenes.
Dutch angles. Behind the scenes, behind the scenes, behind the scenes.
It was probably one of the largest sets. There was a lot of different areas which had a lot of different features.
If Dan, how funny would that be if the camera was just here and Jack just
Yeah, that's 100% what we're doing.
Yeah.
No, that's what we're doing.
That's it, that's in the film. There we go.
I've only got sunshine. Look at all that hot juice. That'll be good to go.
I've got to look at this piece again. I think I'm intrigued.
The area where we had a lot of the fight scenes, we grew really sort of familiar with because we had to do a lot of retakes and stuff.
So yeah, Ironsight was probably my favourite because we've got space, we're kind of left alone from the world, and kind of just get on with it.
Yeah, I have to admit, Ironsight was, I never thought I'd be saying this, but I think we really maximised it this time around. I think we had the right number of crew and sort of found all the spaces we need, and it really worked. I remember when you said that we're going to use Ironsight in pre-production for this hideout, and I went, why? How is this going to work at all? I was expecting some sort of, wood cabin in the middle of the woods. And then when we got there and we started working with the sort of the polytunnels and all these passages with these sort of mazes that we were able to move the camera around, it was incredibly satisfying, and the aesthetic behind it, there's very little we had to do to make it look good.
This is Jack and Nick's next episode of BTS, and today we're drawing Jen. This is Jack's drawing.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Nick's. I think mine's better.
Hold up.
It's uncanny. Hey, Jen.
False alarm.
And camera ready. And action. Finish. You have got some bloody nerve. Who the hell is that?
What is that?
Well?
Orders from above, sir. Nothing personal.
I'll be on the Home Office then. Spineless turds!
And then just beyond that was a sort of more open plan kind of blocks and rooms where we could sort of relax. A lot of waiting and playing 20 questions ensued in those rooms, as well as some more training with Luke.
It's going to be ugly. Okay. And that's what we want. Yes, your momentum is switching sides, but that's because you basically lost. Yeah, there you go, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt. It does not hurt at all.
Does that feel better?
Yes. Yeah.
I think it was really fun, especially with the knives. I sound like a psycho, but I'd done like the tiniest bit before, like not properly though, not actually being taught properly.
Think about doing a bit and then
Yeah.
Can we just start the live now? Yeah. Thank you.
It's just cool. There's so much variety there. You can kind of, anything you can think of, you can probably shoot there. Or whether it's like the shots of all the police arriving, that kind of stuff. That was great to shoot.
That was fun.
That was a lot of fun to shoot with all like the vehicles rolling up and all that. That was wonderful. Because like the inner child was like, we've got big guns, big cars.
Yeah.
This is cool. This is like the stuff you get into filmmaking for. But it was like having all this kind of all the fun toys on set that you're like, we live cool lives. This is sick. We get to do this. It's nice. So yeah, that's the bad reason. I mean, everyone we got who played the SFOs were fantastic. They were really intense. They brought like a real intensity to all of those shots. But like I remember watching kind of the blocking around, like okay. Then it was action on the first take. I heard them all shouting. I was like, fuck you hell. These guys are going for it, and it was couldn't have asked for anything more.
So
now.
Yes.
Oh, I'm still in progress. That's good. That's good.
No, that we did in the Zafira, the last one on the 22nd, which you weren't there for. So we're going to use the Panda or Vanda. We're going to have Tim in the back with the gimbal and Liz with the light. You guys are running out to here. You kind of.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Callum. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Lovely stuff.
So I will say the last day, we managed to, I think we did 3 locations in one night, sort of one evening, one night. Hannah's outside here, and then we went to Dog and Partridge outside. Which is where you'll find that wonderful crew photo of the end where we're all stood outside and cast. It was a good time.
The biggest thing that I'll take away from this project, and the thing that really stands out for me the most, is the camaraderie and the teamwork of everybody who was involved across the cast and crew.
On this project, it was good working with the other cast and crew. I think everybody got along, and that makes a difference. Also, I think a lot of the crew, we've worked together on previous things as well, so we understand each other's workflow. And nobody's afraid to like say to someone, oh, can you do this, can you do that? Because well, you've got to get on with it. Yeah, there was no like hiccups in terms of, you know, people falling out really. It was all good.
As a group, we did really, I think it was totally good vibes all round from everyone, and like never felt unsafe on set or anything. Everyone was always nice, looking out for each other. And yeah, I mean, Nick, who plays Tyler, like we ended up becoming like best mates from being on set together, which like helped us like portray that on the screen, because it was real, which was really nice. And then he, you know, started staying at my house and it got a bit weird.
I was brought on through friends of friends, so I didn't know anybody when I showed up on set. And Callum picked me up in his little black Panda at the train station, and just, you know, we got going. I didn't have that much experience, to be honest. I was trying to get more experience, and it was a way for me to be able to stay in London and meet new people and just get going in however I could in the industry. And it was great.
It's been a fantastic project, and I can't think of any project better to retire on and end my career. So
it's crazy how much we did over like, how many months was it? Was it 3 months?
3 months, yeah.
And it was most weekends, and we were just like smashing it really. You guys, you know, obviously had more shoots. But yeah, it was always just so fun. I remember like, I was on a camping trip, and I was like, gonna gotta go film a thing. Bye. Then I went back to the camping trip, but it was like, you know, this is what I love doing. It's what I want to do, and it was always great to come and do it.
To see how you guys pulled this off in these circumstances and like were so careful throughout the whole thing. It was just amazing to be a part of.
An amazing bunch of people, so hardworking, so driven, and so fun to be around at the same time. And yeah, it was wonderful.
Everyone who let us use their homes and other sort of equipment for filming everyone's been so generous and so kind and supportive, and you are all people who I would absolutely love to work with again. So like genuinely, it's been such a lovely experience.
It's been such an honour to work with such an amazing cast and crew. It's been an honour to just go through every single element of this production. It really has, and obviously to work with you again, it's been a lot of fun. But yeah, and again, thank you so much to everyone that supported us through thick and thin. It's been amazing.
Yeah, it's been great, and hopefully brought a brilliant group of people together and made a brilliant film out of it. And that was you know, the work of, you know, a good sort of 30 people, and not just mine and Dan. Mine and Dan's work. It was, you know, a very much collaborative effort that took lots of people, and this is what they got up to. And yeah,
absolutely.
Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching, and thanks for everyone who took part in the project.
Thank you so much, everyone.